Luxury in crisis. Hermès faces a scandal no one saw coming. In the world of luxury fashion, Hermès reigns supreme, untouchable, elite, and famously expensive. But now, whispers from inside China suggest the unthinkable. Hermès might have been forced to slash prices after a shocking leak rocked their reputation. Could the crown jewel of French fashion really be bowing to pressure? And what does this mean for the future of luxury goods? Stay tuned, because this isn't just about handbags. It's about the unraveling of an empire. You won't believe how deep this story goes and what it says about the future of luxury as we know it. Get ready, because the glittering world of high fashion may not be as perfect as it seems. This could be the most surprising shakeup the luxury industry has faced in years. Hermès, the untouchable giant. For decades, Hermès has been the ultimate symbol of status. From the coveted Birkin to the timeless Kelly bag, the brand thrives on scarcity, exclusivity, and sky-high prices. Owning an Hermès piece wasn't just about fashion. It was about power, wealth, and untouchable prestige. With waiting lists spanning years and strict buying requirements, Hermès carefully controlled supply and demand. But in a world shifting towards transparency and consumer empowerment, could even Hermès stay immune to controversy? Recent events suggest that even the most fortified luxury brands are vulnerable. The very rules that once made Hermès powerful are now being tested like never before. In the face of new consumer expectations, even giants can stumble. The China leak. What really happened? It all started with whispers on Chinese social media platforms like Weibo and Xiaohongshu. Screenshots began circulating, alleged internal documents showing Hermès planning secret price adjustments in major Chinese cities. Consumers were stunned and furious. Why were these supposed discounts hidden from loyal customers? Within days, the leak went viral, and the luxury world held its breath. Was Hermès quietly adjusting prices to deal with slowing demand without publicly admitting weakness? For a brand built on myth and exclusivity, the leak was a nightmare. In luxury, secrecy is power, and once it's broken, trust becomes very hard to rebuild. This wasn't just a marketing problem, it was a full-blown brand crisis. Why China matters to Hermès? China isn't just another market for luxury brands, it's the market. Chinese consumers account for a staggering percentage of global luxury sales, and brands like Hermès heavily rely on them to maintain growth. When China sneezes, the entire luxury industry catches a cold. In recent years, China's luxury market has faced turbulence, from economic slowdowns to shifting consumer priorities. Any signal of trouble from China could send shockwaves across the entire sector. For Hermès, keeping Chinese customers happy isn't optional, it's survival. Losing trust in China could mean losing billions in future revenues. A misstep here could ripple through their entire global business strategy. The price adjustment scandal. Reports suggest Hermès was preparing quiet price reductions on select products to stimulate flagging sales in key Chinese cities. This strategy wasn't meant for public eyes, especially not for global luxury loyalists accustomed to paying a premium. A secret price drop undermines the very essence of luxury, rarity, stability, and prestige. As the leaked documents circulated, questions piled up. Were Chinese consumers getting a secret deal while the rest of the world paid full price? For a brand that prides itself on fairness and exclusivity, this was a reputational landmine. The fallout risked tarnishing Hermès' carefully cultivated aura of fairness and timeless value. And the fear inside Hermès? That the leak would undo decades of careful brand building overnight. Hermès' response: denials and damage control. Hermès moved quickly to quash the rumors, releasing carefully worded statements. They insisted that any pricing adjustments were routine and tied to currency fluctuations and market dynamics, nothing scandalous. But insiders claim the damage was already done. Consumers smelled blood in the water. In luxury, perception is everything. Even a hint that Hermès would lower prices under pressure threatens the entire brand mystique. Denials or not, the court of public opinion had already rendered its first verdict: suspicion. Hermès now faces a long road to restoring trust, both in China and globally. In luxury, reputation is everything, and regaining lost prestige is a battle few win. The power of leaks in the digital age. In today's hyper-connected world, leaks like this spread like wildfire. Brands used to control their narratives tightly, but the internet has leveled the playing field. Now, one screenshot can do more damage in 24 hours than a bad runway collection. Hermès isn't alone. Other luxury giants have struggled with leaks, unauthorized sales, and social media backlash. But Hermès' entire business model relies on mystery and allure, making them especially vulnerable. One crack in the facade, and the illusion of invincibility starts to shatter. Luxury brands must now fight battles not just in showrooms, but in digital spaces they can't fully control. In this era, transparency isn't optional, it's inevitable. Price drops, a death blow to luxury? Winning back trust in the world's most important luxury market won't be easy. A fracture here could take years to heal, if it heals at all. Luxury customers remember, and they rarely forgive easily. Brands can no longer rely solely on heritage and hype. They must navigate a new world where one misstep can go viral, and one leak can bring down a legacy. Adaptation is no longer a choice, it's survival. Tomorrow's luxury brands must learn from today's mistakes or risk becoming history. Can Hermès recover? How Hermès handles the fallout will define not just their future, but the future of luxury itself. Will they double down on exclusivity and secrecy, or adapt to a more transparent, connected world? One thing's clear: the old rules no longer apply. And for Hermès, the next move could be the most important one they've ever made. The question is, can Hermès reinvent without losing the magic that made it iconic? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the secrets and scandals behind the world's biggest brands. Because in today's world, even the most powerful names can fall. All it takes is one leak. Stay tuned, this story is far from over.